What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another one of my videos. If you don't know me, my name is Nick, and on my channel I talk all about trading and investing. And in today's video we're going to talk specifically about algorithmic or robotic trading, specifically in Forex, but this is really applicable to stocks as well as futures and just really any market. Today we're talking about bot trading, and we're going to talk about the pros and cons. Now, I'm a robot trader myself. I use a lot of different software tools in my own trading. If you don't know much about me, a little background on myself: I am a software developer by trade. I run my own business and trade my own money now, but I actually am, I have a degree in computer science. So a lot of my trading since years ago really has been algorithmic, or at least has had scanners or tools that have helped me in my own trading journey. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about this. This is something that I am passionate about. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. So what exactly is bot trading or robotic trading? What does this actually mean, and how does it apply to the average trader? Well, this is also referred to as algo trading. Basically, traders can program specific rules and have a system do the trading for them, right? And we're going to talk about some of the pros and cons about all this, because I want to spill the beans. I want to talk about the truth behind robotic trading. There's a lot of stuff out there. There's a lot of false claims, as there always is when it comes to financial markets. But we're going to talk a little bit, in my own opinion, my own 2 cents, the pros and cons. And actually, interesting fact here: most trading that happens in the US and really at large in the entire world is actually done by computers. A lot of different times, sure, there are institutional traders and there are people who may be, partially pressing the buttons or operating, but actually most trading volume around the world, trades are being placed and executed by robotic systems, things monitoring different things. There's bots out there that monitor Twitter feeds, for example. There's hedge funds that try and trade based on, how much volume is flowing into the market, for example. There's all different sort of bots, and bots are really cool because basically their minds work a lot faster than ours could possibly punch in numbers or click the buy or sell button. Bots can be very, very efficient. They can be very effective, but there's also some things to think about. So stay tuned in the video. We'll keep going. So again, bots are basically just things that are buying and selling on the chart on your behalf based on a pre-programmed kind of instruction set or strategy that the bot is actually programmed to do. Now, the cool thing about here when it comes to bot trading is that bot trading allows a lot of traders to remove some of, not all, but some of the emotions of trading. There's been times where I've let one of my systems run for overnight or something, and I wake up in the next day and the trades have been closed. Maybe 2 or 3 different profitable trades have been done while I was sleeping. Now, that is not as easy as it sounds. Of course, there are nights where it doesn't go as well, and I want to be fully transparent. But the idea is that sometimes emotion can be a very big struggle for a lot of traders, and allowing a bot to eliminate some of those opinions or fears or biases can actually be a very powerful thing when it comes to trading. Sometimes it's very scary to take a trade if you're not a confident trader, if you haven't have plenty of experience in this. It can be scary to take a trade, it can be scary to hold on to a trade, and sometimes a bot which you have programmed or built or bought a bot that has been programmed to do a certain strategy, it can make the process at least easier. It's not going to eliminate emotions completely, because that's still money that's being traded, and even if the bot is doing the actions, it can still be emotional. But the idea here is that it can somewhat kind of remove some of those emotions. Now, the other thing that's kind of cool about a bot is that when you build a strategy through a programming tool, or you purchase one that does something like this, you can actually back test it. And MT4 is really cool because it has ways to test strategies and see how they would have performed on various charts, timeframes, or any strategy that you choose to program or run a bot on. So what's kind of cool is that you can actually use historical data to back test almost automatically, right? You can run tests. There's simulations and there's different software that allow you to test bots throughout history to see how they would have performed. This to me is really cool, because if you program a strategy, you can kind of see how it performed in the long term, in the last month, 2 months, 2 years, 5 years, whatever you choose to run it on. So to me, backtesting with bots is very cool. And that's a little bit more of an advanced topic, but just know we're going through some of the pros and cons right now. Now, another pro is that it can be an automation tool, right? And this is a majority of how I personally trade using bots, is I don't let the bot do absolutely everything. There are times when I step in and I monitor, and it's kind of like a coach with players, right? If you're the coach of a team, whether it's football or soccer, it depends where you are in the world, maybe basketball, all the different sports, whatever, right? You're the coach and the bot is actually the players, and you're able to add different players to the team and tweak or maybe help coach some of the players on the team by choosing the bots that you use or setting the parameters the way you want to set them. Okay, so they can be very good for automation in the sense that once you set a bot to do something, its job is just to sit there on the chart and do it indefinitely, right? Bots don't get tired, they don't get bored, they just kind of keep doing what you program to do so long as you leave it on a MetaTrader 4 platform that's running, right? Another thing that's kind of cool is a key factor in testing your strategy is definitely discipline. It's important to have discipline in your trading, and with a bot, the strategy will run its course on all trades, leaving impulsive decisions behind. Right? Again, kind of going back to that emotions thing, it's important to have discipline in trading, and sometimes people mess up their trades purely based on their emotions or they don't have discipline. Well, a bot does what you tell it to do no matter what, right? Because whether, it doesn't have any sort of opinions, it doesn't have emotions, right? So it's going to do exactly what you tell it to do, which is kind of cool, but definitely needs to be monitored in the sense that, well, you need to keep an eye on your trades. At least this is how I always view my performance or my bots. I always keep an eye on the trades to make sure that everything is running smoothly, the bot is executing properly, and for the most part, I let it do its thing. And it does take some of the discipline out of it because you can just walk away from it and know that for the most part, it's going to do what you told it to do. Whether your bot is net profitable or not, you'll be able to see accurate, precise results without leaving you guessing, right? Because emotions aren't a part of it if you let the bot do its thing, right? So another thing here is kind of cool is diversifying. So when you run bots, you can actually run multiple bots at a time, right? There's different strategies out there. You can do whatever you want. There's hedging tools, there's trend trading bots, there's whatever you want to trade. There are bots likely out there to do it. And so you can run multiple strategies at once. This is definitely something for more advanced traders, in my opinion. I would stick to one first before you get moving on a bunch, but it also allows you to look for multiple different types of setups. You don't have to just kind of train your brain to look for one. You can actually let the bot do it, programmatically exactly what you told it to do. It allows for more data and collection and potentially more profits. If you're running multiple strategies and you diversify by doing different strategies, that can kind of be cool. It's something that I do in my own trading. I have multiple different trading systems that are running at the same time. I believe at the time I have 5 or 6 different accounts running different strategies. Some of them are automated and some of them are manual. So here, let's talk about some of the cons. Con number one is a big one, which is access, right? Not everyone can program. I went to school for 4 years, enjoyed my time at college quite a bit, and I have the ability to program now. It's a lot of work. I learned, through a lot of different tough classes that, some of which I still don't know too much about today because they were very difficult. But nonetheless, I put in the time to become a programmer, and not everybody has done that or not everybody wants to program. And trust me, there are times where I don't blame you. But when it comes to bots, you need to have something programmed in order to actually run it. If programmed incorrectly, also, if you're not a great programmer, there can be potentially mechanical issues, and that's something scary to think about when it comes to bots trading your money, right? So just 2 cents on there. Anytime you run a bot, I like to personally let it trade on a demo account for a while, watch it run, let's see how it performs, as well as, does it execute properly? So that's something to think about when running a bot at any given time. It could be a solid plan, but an inexperienced programmer could mess up the logic like we just talked about. The other thing here, big one, there's a lot of scams out there. Very, very important that if you guys are interested in getting a bot, right, sometimes the next solution is, well, I could just buy a bot instead. I don't have to program it. Be careful. Very, very big emphasis on this. Don't go around looking for some sort of magical bot that promises to make 50% per month, 100% per month, because those bots are almost inevitably, almost all of them are not going to make you money in the end. For me, after years of bot trading and years of trading in general, the only stuff that works with programmatic systems are slow and steady systems that are not promising 100% win rates or not promising perfect 100% per week, any sort of crazy stuff like that. If you see anything that seems like that or it seems too good to be true, get out of there. It's probably a scam. Okay, so don't mess around with that. Again, I don't want to see any of you guys, as many as I can avoid. There's always scams out there, and it's sad that a lot of people fall for them, but don't let them be one of you. So don't fall for the too good to be true stuff. There's a bunch of gurus and companies that advertise flawless systems of trading systems and all that sort of stuff. Now, to be clear, we do sell actual software. My company, A1 Trading, we do have software that we sell to people who want it. But I'm going to be open and honest with you. This is stuff that I run myself. It's not perfect. It's not a magical money printing machine. But if you guys are interested, continue to watch the video and I'll share with you guys some of the tools that I've decided to build and now have made public for other people to purchase if they are interested in them. So we have a bunch of different software, some of which have been programmed by myself and others have been developed by other developers that we've hired as freelancers. Now, here's the thing. Scanners and software tools are different than trading bots. So scanners and softwares are like tools that can allow you to find setups, and then you can make your own discretionary decisions as the trader, right? For example, if you like a setup where you have a trend going one direction and you also have a candlestick pattern, well, this pattern could be detected by a bot, alerted to you, and you can make your own decisions. Then you have things like trading bots, which actually place trades and do all of the work for you in terms of placing the trades, as long as you actually keep an eye on it and let it run. Again, I don't believe in 100% automated systems, at least not in the MT4 platform. I like to use MT4 bots. I've been using them for years, but I don't believe in 100% letting them run by themselves. I would say for my own trading, it's about 85–90% of the time, the bot just does its thing, and every once in a while I step in and kind of correct it or watch it more closely. So I only actually have one bot at the time that I'm sharing publicly, which is the Grandmaster Forex robot. This is a grid trading system that maybe we'll talk about a little bit more in the video. So we'll just talk briefly about some of our software tools. We have the candlestick pattern scanner. This is a tool that we developed basically to find things like dojis, engulfing candles, pin bars, and 3-bar soldiers, right? All that sort of stuff. We've had that requested by a lot of different of our viewers, and we've decided to make those software tools available. And that is one that's, by the way, all of these tools are available on our website. You can go to a1trading.com/ I believe it's like software tools, but at the very least, a1trading.com and just click the software button. You'll get access to, or you can see the different softwares that we have available. The breakout super scanner, this is basically a tool that helps find breakouts on different time frames according to how you set it up. Again, all of these different tools, there's plenty of more information on the website if you are interested in getting any of them. It monitors plenty of different MT4 charts all at once, right? And it basically sells or sends out buy and sell alerts based on breakouts, right? And then you can make your own decision whether or not you want to actually go place a trade. Currency strength meter, this is another one that basically detects trends and concepts in the market where you have the strongest and weakest currencies printed out in front of you so that you can easily go find the markets that are most trending or most sideways if you're a sideways range trader. Go check this one out again on the website if you have more interest in these sort of tools. These are all scanners, so these are all tools that help traders make their own decisions and that kind of help to give insight and information about the different market environments that we as traders can oftentimes look for setups in. So the next one is the engulfing candlestick hunter. This one, if you like the engulfing candlestick pattern, it's one that I really think is cool. I think it has a lot of power. It can lead to some really big reversals. Well, we built a bot specifically about finding these sort of patterns, putting theoretical stop losses, take profits, and that sort of thing, and kind of giving trade ideas as well as detecting these and sending alerts to your email or just to your MT4. Really cool software, one that we spent a lot of time on. Had a couple developers working on this one to make it the best it could be. Again, you can check out all of these tools on the site. Now, this last one here is the actual Grandmaster EA. This is a tool. This is a grid trading system that I personally run. I've been running the newest version. We have the 4.0 out just recently. It's actually been performing pretty well. I made about 5.5% in the last month and a half, which was a pretty good return to me on a relatively passive, low risk trading account on the Grandmaster EA. Of course, past performance is not a guarantee of future results, and this tool is a hands-on one. You have to make your own decisions. It's not going to do everything for you, and it's not a magical money printing machine. It is a slow and steady bot designed to do what you tell it to do. That's kind of my favorite of the trading tools that I have personally, because I love to just let it kind of trade in the direction that I tell it to do and to kind of manage the trades for me going along. So guys, that's all I've got in terms of our software. as well as just generally, some information about bot trading. If this sounds like something that you're interested in, comment down below. Let me know. I'll try and answer some of the questions that come in on them. And of course, if you have any interest in the tools that we offer at A1 Trading, you can get in contact with our staff by going to our support email, or you can go ahead and take a look on the site at a1trading.com. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you back next time.